Hey, welcome back to Channel Trey. Assuming that's still the name. Uh, I guess I already talked about Adventure Quest. Hey, may as well talk about Wizard101. Anybody? First off, when it comes to that game, um, was there anyone else that was in a situation like me where you just couldn't make it past like the free areas because you just had parents that just didn't really trust putting their credit card information into the website to pay for it. God, that was a. It's really funny just to see how um, older people in the internet have progressed. Because at one point it was don't talk to strangers, don't believe everything on the internet, and don't put your card information in because everything can scam you. Yes, even the legit website for Microsoft's just selling their operating system, yeah, that can scam you too. So hey, now of course there was good intentions behind it. Don't talk to strangers, so you don't have someone track you down. Don't put your card information online because you might end up putting it on the wrong website or whatever. But all that just kind of. I feel like a number of that is just stuff that like we ignored first, and then our parents followed next. Because hey, so when it came to Wizard 101, I was only able to play the first few levels, and I um played for a while. It really came down to like socializing, interacting with friends that kept me playing that game for over a year as a free to play. Actually, I think it was in my I don't really have a timeline. All I know is that it was over a year free to play. And then one day we go to GameStop and there's gift cards for the game. And I was like, "Oh, well, hey, I got a gift card." So wait, there's gift cards here. Hey, mom, you don't have to put your card in. We can just buy this at the store and I can go home and redeem this and we can, no more Wizard City. No more Triton Avenue. Uh, I always said to like friends in the game that if I ever got membership, I'm never coming back to Wizard City. Fuck this place. And of course, when you play the game, you realize that you can't just not go back. It's the center hub. But when I finally got um when I finally got that gift card, because the first time I saw it there, I didn't get it. We had to wait. I had to work for it. And then when we came back the next time, I got it. And the cool thing with the gift cards is that it comes with a free pet. Now these pets kind of suck, but they were cool if you didn't have anything. Which usually, if you were free to play, you didn't have anything. So the first card, I got crowns. Um, why I got crowns? At the time, I thought it was a better deal. Like, hey, I get to have these areas forever. You know, so I was just buying areas. So I bought up all the other areas in Wizard City, and I think like half of Krakatobia. And one area in Dragonspire. Why I did that is because at the time I was visiting my little. Now, before I say this, everybody was doing it. Do not judge me. Anyway, the little girlfriend I had in the game at the time. So I teleported to her because she was doing a quest, and I was like, "Hey, look, I can export a spire now, the spiral." And she's like, "Oh, you got memberships?" Like, no, I got crowns, so I bought this area. Now, I think I bought crowns like maybe one other time before I was like, okay, I'll just get membership, or I just went straight to membership after that because I think I was like, wait, if I get membership, I could just play through the rest of the game. Like, sure, I don't own these areas, but who cares? And now that I'm older, I kind of agree with the sentiment. Who cares? Like, I don't. I don't really have any intentions to go back and buy all these areas because for the $10 I pay, that's access to everything versus the hundreds of dollars I would have to spend just to buy all these areas just for the chance that like, oh hey, I can always go back. Like I can always make a new character and start up. The logic I've always heard was like, oh, it's better to buy it because you can just go back whenever. Um, You can do that with membership. Just drop $10 on the table and boom, you go. But I guess in the grand scheme of it, it's like, oh yeah, well after you buy them all, you don't got to worry about paying for them. You don't really got to worry about a membership later. But you save so much money by just doing the membership route, especially with how fast you breeze through those areas. Back to the main point. So, Wizard City, my original name, Kevin Hex Hunter. I stopped using that character um around the time Celestia released. After I finished Celestia, after that was like the newest world, and I finished that. I made a balanced wizard, and then one day I just deleted the fire wizard. I don't know why I did that. A part of me was like, I was just tired of being bullied for the hex hunter part because people would always treat my name like I was as if I was a pervert. And I got sick of that. And I also had a balanced wizard that at the time I was enjoying a lot more. I don't really enjoy balanced school like that. So yeah, right now that sucker's sitting at level 48. Um, I don't know how I beat Dragonspire at level 48 because on my original I beat it at like level 50. But regardless, on that balanced wizard, walked out of Dragonspire at 48. And of course nowadays you can just breeze through those areas and there's something weird. Like you can just finish Dragonspire now at like level 44, but then you have to get the other four levels. That happened on my I believe it happened on my Necromancer where I had to go back and do a bit of catching up just so I can move on. But um when I got my membership, I finished the entirety of Krakatopia. It was fun. I enjoyed it. If I had to give Krakatopia a rank, I would give it probably a B. It's one of those worlds where it got progressively better as you went on, and that last area was really, really good, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. And then I got the Marley Bone, and I just really hated it. I don't know what it is. But Kid Me was just really over it. I was just like, get me out of here, I'm sick of it. I want this world done. I don't want to look back at it. When I'm out of here, I'm not coming back. Now, upon replaying it when I got older, I grew to like it a bit more. So here's the timeline of my characters. As a kid, I made my Pyromancer. Got that all the way up to level 60. And then after that, I made a Balanced Wizard I got up to 48. 48 max. Years go by. Pandemic. I'm in college on a little semester break. And I'm like, hey, I haven't played Wizard101 in years. And they're having a sale right now. $5 for membership. Ooh, let's try it. Let's go. Playing through. Now I have level 108 or 100 and something Necromancer. So that's put in perspective. That's the two different continuities of when I played. Now back to the initial review / current review of how I think of these worlds. Krakatopia, even now, I feel like Krakatopia is a solid B tier world. It's great. Some aspects could be better, but it's mostly fun. I feel like the last area looked really, really cool, and it was a fun to explore world, but it doesn't really feel like much of an area. It just feels like one big dungeon, and I guess that's also why I just lower it a bit. um the ice part, which is the middle, honestly felt like a drag. It felt like I still, story wise and theme wise, I still like it more than the beginning of Krakatopia, which isn't to say the beginning's bad, but the middle has just parts where you just kind of drag. Like the highlights, the tournament in that one dungeon where you actually I think both of the dungeons are pretty solid in that area. But highlight, I love the tournament. That was fun. The other parts that surround it, like getting the key for the dungeon, yeah, it kind of drags a bit. I do like do love the lore. Manders being slaves and Manders fighting their way up in the power, or yeah, fun. I like it. Marley Bone. As a kid, I just hated it. I wanted to get through it as fast as possible. As an adult, Marley Bone's I give it like a at best B, at worst C plus. Like it's a solid enough world, but it was like the first world where I was like, okay, where are the sidewalks? Because the rule is you walk on the sidewalk, you avoid enemies. But Marleybone didn't really have like technically Krakatobi also didn't have sidewalks, but you still had like enough things on the ground to work with to be technically sidewalk. Marleybone, I don't know what it had. You just had like the side of the block and the enemies could still pull you. I think that's the main reason why I hated it. Enemies will be nowhere near you and they can still pull you. But that's okay because after you finish Marleybone, well, actually no, I do have one highlight on Marleybone. That the final chase, where like not the final chase, but the part where you're chasing Malistaire, that part was really cool. Um, as a kid, I didn't even get to fully visually enjoy it because some of the textures were kind of loading slow on my little laptop. But now I got older, a beefier computer, I got to see Malistaire just moving in and out, and it was really cool. Moving on from there. Mushu as a kid, A. As an adult, honestly, C. Honestly, C. Mushu is kind of boring. Like it. There's two sides of Mushu. There's the interesting side, and then there's just the side where it's like snooze fest. You know, and I love the themes and I love it. I think as a kid I just mostly love it because I got swords. But the thing is, you didn't even get a sword until like the end of it if you got a lucky drop. Other than that, most of the swords came from Dragon Spires. So I don't know why I gassed up Mushu like that. I love the cow people. I love like half of Mushu. Like, I like fighting the little yokais and going in the Shadow Realm and stuff like that. That was solid. The other half, it was just like, okay, when can this be over? Because this is kind of boring. I want to go to Dragon Spire. Dragon Spire, as a kid, A. As an adult, A minus. Dragon Spire is so great, but it also has parts of it where it just makes me feel like it's Dragon. It's like that final build up to going up to Master, whole drag. And then you get this little dragon thing that you don't even get to have as a mount, even though you canonically ride it to go up the Malistaire. They made it a mount later, but it's in little loot box things, and that's not cool. So yeah. And I guess one last world review before I just close this video because I don't want to get too long. Um, Celestia. When I played it as a kid, oh yeah, yeah, that was an A rank. That world was fun as a kid. The critical system, all that, fun. As an adult, still A. Honestly, Celestia is solid. It's fun. The critical system, I kind of, much like with Swords and Wushu, overhyped it just a little bit because you don't even get to take advantage of critical like that until the end of it. Everything in before is like if you hit a critical. Well, nowadays there's different gear sets, so you can honestly do critical by like level 30 because it's a PvP gear. But yeah, I'm a sucker for underwater worlds, so in general, Celestia was great. It didn't feel like a drag much. The dungeons were all fun. I think there's like one area that I just felt I would erase, but other than that, it was just solid. And I guess in the next video I'll just do more Wizard101 stuff because I had a lot of fun, and I can catch you up with where I'm at right now and what I think. I'm on Arc 3. Woohoo! So yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. If you play the game, what's your favorite world? Yeah. See you next time.